Hello everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and welcome back to EGAD's Garage in the Mario Party 6 CPU Tournament Preliminaries. We are continuing on trying to decide who's going to take part in the actual tournament. We don't need to hear the rules of the board, we already heard them once. Let's hit those dice blocks and see who's going, when, and where, and how, and why. First up, Koopa Kid! Again, this is his last chance to achieve superstardom in a Mario Party game before Nintendo eventually decides to forget about him entirely. Didn't do that well last time, but I'm hoping he does better here. Next up, we've got Boo, who achieved 2 victories in a row, very impressively. Next up, we have our one and only newcomer to Mario Party 6, Toadette. Here for the first time, and we're going to be seeing a lot of her as these preliminary rounds wrap up. And fourth, we've got Toad and his last chance to achieve a victory. We'll see how that goes for him. Everybody gets 10 coins to start with. And of course, we've got to see where the first star is located. Up over here, a little out of the way, but someone will get there eventually. Hopefully. And the party is starting. Koopa Kid up first. Rolling for grabbing a Klepto Orb, okay. And getting a blue space. Boo up next, rolling a 6. Getting a mushroom. And not stopping by the orb hut. Toadette! You know, might as well just switch Toad now. There's really not much of a point in waiting for it. I don't need to do any kind of board tour this time around, so, you know. I don't know why I'm waiting for Toad's turn to come up. Toadette getting a Goomba Orb, rolling it pretty impressively for her very first roll of the tournament. And also buying a Mushroom Orb. She wants to be well stocked, it seems. And Toad's turn. Rolling a 4. Gonna be hanging out with Koopa Kid, it seems, and getting a Piranha Plant Orb. 4-player minigame for our first minigame of the round. Going back to Money Belt. Starting things off right away with a bonus game is sure to be exciting here. We'll see how many coins everybody can get without getting punched in the face or blown up. In a way, it kind of describes daily life. You go out into the world, you try to earn some money, and all the while, you attempt not to get punched in the face or blown up. Because it would be disruptive to the workday, and your employer would be mad in that case. Alright, not a bad job by everybody here. Koopa Kid getting a nice amount with 19 coins, but Toad getting 17 is also pretty good. The game has just started, but everyone has a decent amount of money. That star is up for grabs by just about anyone. Koopa Kid is tossing down his Klepto Orb and getting a few more coins right out of it. Rolling a 2. Not stopping by the orb hut and getting a blue space. Boo's turn. Using that mushroom, trying to race ahead of everybody. He wants 3 victories in a row. Getting a 10 and a 7, that 17 is surely going to help him out here. Looks like that first star is gonna be his. Of course he wants it. Boo has not been slacking off at all in these rounds. He wants to show everyone what he's made of, which is assumedly like some kind of ectoplasm, considering he's a ghost. Heading off this way, getting a sluggish room orb. That is also going to be very helpful. Getting out of the rotating path, but hitting the happening space and getting sucked through the pipe there, delivered all the way back to the start of the board. He gets a lot of coins out of that, but yeah, I don't know if that's exactly what he wanted. Toadette rolling a 7, getting herself a Piranha Plant orb. And getting a blue space. And Toad's turn. Using his Piranha Plant orb, tossing it down. Getting some money out of it in the process. And getting a 7. Also hitting a happening space and ending right back where he started. Making that roll absolutely pointless. Yay! Anyway, Sunday Drivers is our next minigame. Let's see how this goes for everyone. Getting a little bit of golf practice in. Who will be able to hit the most balls the fastest? This minigame does remind me, I never did finish playing the new Mario Golf that came out on Switch. It was a fun game, though. Weirdly, I don't think it was as good as the Mario Golfs that came before it. Toad is the winner. I think I remembered the rules to that minigame wrong. It's not about getting the most balls. I think it's just the first to 10 wins. I could have been remembering that wrong. Or maybe I'm remembering it wrong right now. Who knows? I could have been wrong about everything I've ever said. It's entirely possible. Ooh, with a 3. Heading up this way, trying to get back to where he was and grab that star. Toadette using her mushroom, though. Might be rushing ahead here. Getting a 10. And a 7. Another 17. And also getting a Bullet Bill orb. Okay. Getting a Sluggish Shroom orb. But she can't carry any more orbs, so she's got to toss one away. Getting rid of that Bullet Bill orb she just got. Which I still don't remember what it does, but who cares? Toadette just got her first star. Woohoo, and heck yeah. She may be a newcomer to the party game, but she wants to make sure that you know she means business. Next star is down on the rotating platform there. Hopefully that won't trick people too much, and somebody will actually be able to get it. Toad's turn, rolling a 4, walking up to the conveyor belt there. I'm pretty sure as happening spaces are hit and people go along the conveyor belt there, I think the spaces on those conveyor belt paths do change as they roll forward. I think. Clean team, yet again. 2 versus 2, everyone's gotta be washing windows. We've got Team Toad on one side and Team Spooky Bowser Minions on the other. Let's see how well they do here. Everyone's kind of getting in each other's way. Koopa Kid not really sure where he's supposed to be going. You gotta spray those windows, bud. Boo, kind of wandering all over the place, waiting for Koopa Kid to get his act together. Meanwhile, Toad and Toadette are looking like they're gonna claim this. No problem. All Toad has to do is clean those windows, and Toadette has to stay out of the way. Oh, Toadette, you have to get out of the way so Toad can get to the last window. Yeah, like that. There you go. The Toad team claims victory there. Toad has an impressive 61 coins. Hasn't really been spending them on anything. But day changes to night. The rotating path changes. And the events also change. Koopa Kid tossing down a Kamek orb. And getting some coins in the process. Rolling an 8. Getting another Kamek orb. And walking right up to the star. Alright. Has plenty of coins to spare. And gets himself his first star. Next star is up at the top of the board over here. Let's see who can get to that, and let's see who's gonna be being challenged to a duel here. Koopa Kid is going after Boo and going after his star. But will this backfire on him? Who really knows? I think these rubber duckies swimming around might have something to say about that. Trick or Tree is our next duel minigame. You gotta find the tallest tree, but there's not really much of a way to tell which tree is the tallest. You just gotta kinda try and pay attention to where they go. Well, that's a lot harder than it seems. Koopa Kid picks his spot, and Boo as well decides on where he wants to go. Oh, and it looks like Koopa Kid is the winner here. Fireworks in the distance, under a full moon. Is it the 4th of July? No. No, it is not. Koopa Kid wins that duel and gets himself another star this turn. Hot dang. He looks like he's trying to make up for how things went last board. Boo using his Sluggish Room ore, but what does he want to roll here? Looks like he's going for a straight up 10. Can you blame him? Trying to make his way up to the top of the board as quick as possible. Trying to make up for a lost star here, it looks like. Toadette throwing down a Goomba orb. And let's see, getting a 1. And getting a Metal Mushroom orb. Unable to make too much progress, unfortunately, but there you go. Toad rolling a 6. Getting a blue space. And our next minigame, 4 players. It's gonna be Granite Getaway. Time to Indiana Jones it up. Running away from that boulder and trying to avoid getting smushed or falling off into a pit below. So far, Boo hasn't had to do much jumping. There he goes. Again, it's weird to consider Boo doing jumping, considering he doesn't have any legs. Theoretically, couldn't Boo just kind of... Oh, Koopa Kid. He jumps for safety, but ends up jumping right into the pit below. Unfortunate. I was gonna say, couldn't Boo theoretically, like, just phase through the boulder and he'd be totally fine? It's hard to say. Everybody jumps. Everybody jumps one more time. Looks like our 3 survivors here are all gonna get some coins. Poor Koopa Kid. Just hurtled into the pit. Oh dear. Oh well. Nighttime, still in full swing. Koopa Kid, probably a little embarrassed from that minigame performance. Tossing down another Kamek orb space. And rolling a 3. Getting a Mushroom orb. There you go. Boo's turn, throwing down a Piranha Plant. There we go. Not bad, not bad at all. 7 coins as a bonus there. And rolling a 10. Looks like Boo is going to get yet another star. Hopefully he can hang on to this one. And there you go. Lots of stars this time around, unlike our first trip through EGAD's garage. And let's see, it looks like Boo's gonna be landing on a happening space. Here's Professor EGAD. You wanna take a ride on the teleporter? Yes, he does. Also, amusingly, he's calling Boo a youngster, when... How old is a ghost really supposed to be? Boo teleporting right in front of the star there. Unless someone does something about that, he is going to be getting that right away next turn. Toadette using her Sluggish Room, wanting a nice shiny 10. And rolling up this way, also going to be landing on EGAD's teleporter here. Going for a ride. I do think the teleporters have a set order. That kind of shows you up top there. The green teleporter leads to the blue one, the blue teleporter leads to the red one, and the red one leads to the green one. So you don't have to worry about getting randomly teleported somewhere else on the board, I think. At least I haven't seen, like, the teleporters malfunction at all. It's possible they might. EGAD is a bit of a wacko scientist. Throw Me a Bone is our next minigame. Another day of leading Chain Chomps around. Or another night in this case. Who's gonna be able to make it to the end first without crashing into too much stuff? So far, it's not looking good for anyone. Sometimes you just ain't that great at aiming those bones. Yeah, let's see. Everyone's up to the second half of things. It's getting pretty close, down to the wire here. Next throw might decide it. Koopa Kid wandering across the finish line just a little ahead of the others. Not bad at all. Getting himself another minigame win there. Koopa Kid's not doing too bad this time around. Well, we'll see if the last 5 turns messes anything up for anyone. Koopa Kid's in first place, Toadette is in second, Boo is in third, and Toad is in last. Has lots of coins, but no stars. Let's see what kind of bonus Toad is gonna get here. We'll find out. 40 coins! As if he didn't already have enough coins. It's a shame the coin star isn't a thing in this game. Because if it was, Toad would have that locked down at this point. Duels are active. And it's time to get the last 5 turns underway. Koopa Kid choosing not to use his Mushroom Orb. Probably doesn't think it's worth it, considering Boo just has to walk 1 space to get the next star. Choosing to toss down his Kamek Orb for the heck of it. Getting a few more coins in the process, not bad. And rolling a 10. I think, yeah, that was a little bit of overkill there. Sure, Boo wants another star. He wants his triple victory. It would be something if Boo manages to get first place in all of his matches. I kinda want to see it happen. Oh, and the next star right in front of Koopa Kid, though. So he might still be fighting for first place with Boo. Stopping by the Orb Hut. Doesn't have a lot of coins, but ends up grabbing a mushroom. And landed on a red space, bringing his coin count down to nothing. Toadette's turn, throwing down a Mr. Blizzard. The orbs are being quite generous with the amount of coins they're giving out. 7 coins, 8 coins. Lots of coins. Getting a zap orb, too. Okay. And Toad's turn. Rolling a 6. And getting a red space. Looks like our next minigame's gonna be 2 versus 2 here. Gondola Glide is our next minigame. We get to see the ridiculous pumping animations once again. Much like Toadette kind of flails about as she is controlling her gondola in this minigame. Boo is also a little silly with him floating there. Koopa Kid, not so much. He can actually reach the handle and be able to pump it at the same time. Pretty close race there, but Boo and Toad getting a victory. Not bad at all. He's the winner, and so is Boo. Increasing his already very impressive coin count, but all the coins in the world aren't going to do him much good if he can't get some stars. It's daytime again. Everything rotates into place. Our events switch back to the daytime variant. And Koopa Kid not taking any chances using his mushroom. The only way he can miss it if he rolls a 2. He gets a 10 and an 8. I think he's got it. Way to go, Koopa Kid, getting star number 3. Depending on whether this next star shows up too, he might be able to walk right up to it. Woohoo. Where's it gonna go? Right over this way. Is that in range, though? That's a pretty far away. We'll see. Getting a Mr. Blizzard Orb. Wandering over this way. Yes, I think he got it. Koopa Kid getting the double star grab in one turn. Thanks to that mushroom and those high rolls. After performing poorly in the last round, Koopa Kid is bringing the fire of a champion. Next star is behind him, unfortunately, but Toad might be right on his way to getting that. Koopa Kid seems like he's the one to beat all of a sudden. Boo with lots of mushrooms. Probably doesn't want to take this lying down. Rolling that 10. Getting a Mr. Blizzard Orb, okay. And landed himself. Oh, he's got a Sluggish Shroom Orb too, and he's got to throw something out. Getting rid of the regular mushroom, okay. Probably would have hung on to that one, honestly, but... Let's see. Boo could get that star next turn, depending on Toad's next roll here. And if he can win a minigame. Toadette with a 5. Up this way, getting a blue space. Let's see. Toad using his Bullet Bill Orb. I forget exactly what this does, but he takes off down the path, crashing into Boo and taking 13 coins from him, but he ends up going right by the star. Probably not something that he wanted. He did choose to use it, though. So yes, it seems like Bullet Bill allows you to steal coins, much like a Bowser suit would. Going down to Motown for our next minigame. But also, kind of like the Mega Mushrooms in Mario Party 4, if you're not careful using it, you can end up missing out on the star like Toad just did. Not bad, though. Not bad. Let's see who's going to be able to mow the lawn the best. Got a lot of large chunks here still. You guys might want to get to those if you want the points. Let's see who won, who won. Looks like it's Boo. He and Toad look pretty even there, but I guess Boo just had a little bit more grass in his pile. Unfortunately, since he got his coin stolen, Boo cannot get the star this turn. Throwing down the Paratroopa orb. Setting a trap for whoever may walk by it. Koopa Kid with a 10. Also getting a Bob-omb orb. Okay. And on the wrong side of the rotating platform there for going and getting that star. And, well, he's got to throw out an orb. Turns out he doesn't want that Mr. Blizzard. Probably also didn't want that blue space. I mean, red space. Blue and red are different colors. Boo using the Sluggish Room orb. What's he planning on doing here? Rolling an 8 for whatever reason. I would have tried to roll low and see if you could gotten enough coins to get that star, Boo, but I guess he wanted the happening space up here instead. Getting those happening spaces is important. Hopping in the teleporter and taking a ride. Off to the blue teleporter. Okay, not bad. And Toadette's turn. Throwing down a Piranha Plant. There you go. Getting 5 coins. And rolling a 7. Looks like Toadette was a lot closer to that star than I thought she was. Taking advantage of Toad and Boo's kind of mistakes here and grabbing it before they can. Not bad at all. Next star is up towards the top of the board, but the game is starting to wind down. Will anybody be able to get to it? And what's going to be going on here in this duel between Toad and Toadette? Toad has no stars, so she can only bet coins. But Toad has a lot of coins to bet. Looks like Toadette wants a good chunk of that. Let's see what duel minigame we're going to be seeing. Off to Sumo of Doomo. Again, it's not really sumo wrestling as it is driving cars into each other, but, you know. This might end up being exciting here. Oh, Toad getting bumped off. Toadette grabbing a victory and getting some coins. Not bad. Not bad at all. A 50 coin duel victory for Toadette. For her first outing in a Mario Party CPU tournament, Toadette is doing pretty good for herself. It's debatable if she's going to be able to claim first place from Koopa Kid at this rate, but I guess we'll find out. 2 versus 2 minigame upcoming. Going off to Garden Grab. Doing a little gardening. Picking those vegetables. Gonna make ourselves a nice soup. Or maybe a very large carrot cake. I could go for a carrot cake right now. Not a whole carrot cake, but like a slice of carrot cake. Or like a mini snack cake or something like that. That would be good. Easter is coming up. I do love me some Easter. Let's see who can get that carrot. Looks like it's going to Koopa Kid and Toad. Not bad. Picking a carrot in that carrot-themed farm. Like a carrot building in the background or something. Very on brand. 2 turns left of this preliminary. Koopa Kid throwing down a Bob-omb. Kind of off on the beaten path. I don't know if anybody's going to be really walking into that. And getting another Bob-omb to replace the one he just put down. Hitting the teleporter. Does he want to take it, though? No, he does not. Koopa Kid might be able to get another star on the last turn. Should he roll high enough? I think he is close enough to it. But we'll find out. Using his Sluggish Room, or what does Boo want to roll? He just wants a 10, it looks like. Gonna be walking by a trap. Getting zapped. Oh no. Losing coins and draining all of his money. And also landing on a Klepto space. Getting picked up and dropped back off at start. I don't think that round went exactly as Boo wanted it to. A Toadette using her Metal Mushroom Orb, becoming the mighty Metal Toadette. I don't know if there was necessarily a reason to use that. Oh, she did want to avoid this trap, it looks like. Paratroopa here, I'll swap places with Koopa Kid. But Metal Toadette is too heavy. Mission aborted. Flee, Paratroopa. Flee from your shame. And hey, we've got a new event here, the Shuffleotron. Toadette tossing her orb into Egad's Shuffleotron and getting a new orb in its place. Getting a Podoboo orb. I'm not even sure what she had in the first place, but there you go. I don't think we had seen that event yet. And that is one of the events that swaps as the time of day changes. Toad not paying a visit to the Shuffleotron. Another 2 versus 2 minigame upcoming here. Going off the Slot Trot. This is a brand new minigame too. Players have to roll their little rollers below them to try and match the pictures that Lukita shows up top. It's a little hard to control, honestly. Wow, they tied that. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know you could tie that. Huh. Interesting. Boo and Toadette getting that ahead of time. Ahead of the other one. Gotta get a Paratroopa shell and a Fire Flower. Koopa Kid and Toad just barely missing that. I didn't know you could tie on this minigame. That is so weird. I've never seen that happen before. But I guess it doesn't matter too much at this point. We're up to the last turn. One more turn of nighttime. Everything rotates into place. The events change. And let's see if Koopa Kid can roll high enough here, using his Mushroom Orb. Really smart of him. Oh, but he doesn't have quite enough coins for another star. He might have rolled high enough, but I have to imagine he was hoping to get some coins out of that orb, too. Can't buy orbs on the last turn. And finish thing off with the blue space. Now he has enough for the star. Oh, dear. Boo tossing down one more Paratroopa orb, just for the heck of it. Getting some extra coins. And rolling a 2. Finishing off with a red space. Toadette with her final roll of her first Mario Party round. Tossing down a Podoboo orb, perhaps trying to set Toad on fire. And rolling a 9. Let's see where she ends up here. In a Boo space. Looks like she's going to be losing one of her spaces to Boo. That one, whatever it is. Unfortunate. And Toad finishing off the game with no stars but a lot of coins. Unfortunately, he might have to hope for second place at best if he can get a few bonus stars. Let's see, landed on a Boo spot, and Mr. Blizzard comes down. Smashing him. Though, Toad has no orbs to lose, so that really just, all that accomplished was inflicting pain on Toad. Which I think we can all get behind sometimes. 2 versus 2 minigame is our last minigame of the round, going off to Burn Style. I believe this is our new one. Yes, indeed. Players have to hop around this turnstile, giant spiked pillar, rotating around, going gradually faster and faster, and whoever gets knocked off first loses. It eventually starts going really, really fast. There they go. Toad and Boo couldn't quite keep up. Koopa Kid and Toadette winning the last minigame. And that is going to lead us right into the results. It's kind of looking like Koopa Kid might have a victory here. But you never know what's going to happen. Well played, everybody. Let's see how everyone fared. Koopa Kid finishing off with an impressive 4 stars. And everyone's coins. Toad with a lot of coins. Toadette with also a good amount, too. We'll see if that high coin count helps Toad out at all. And time for the bonus stars. Minigame star first. Let's see who gets this one. To Toad! Okay. Makes a lot of sense. He did have a lot of coins. Next up, we got the Orb Star. Who used the most orbs this time around? This is unexpected. There are 2 Orb Star winners. Boo and Toadette. Okay. And the Action Star is next. Who hit the most happening spaces? Who's it gonna be? Going to Boo. Does that mean what I think it means? I can't quite remember how many coins Boo and Koopa Kid had. Well, and finally, the moment you've been waiting for. The winner is... not Toad. Not Toadette. And not Boo. I thought Boo might have just pulled off a 3rd victory right at the end there, but Koopa Kid is, in fact, our winner this time around. This is his last chance at superstardom to prove himself the ultimate superstar, and he doesn't want to go down without a fight. Yeah, I couldn't remember who had more coins, and I was a little afraid there or a little excited that Boo might have been able to pull off a 3rd victory in a row, but not quite. Still, you can probably bet on seeing him in the final rounds, maybe alongside Koopa Kid. Not a bad performance by everyone here. We didn't have any crazy minigames that time around, but Toad still won a lot of them there. A lot of orbs used, too. If you want a good chance at having the Orb Star, pretty much using an orb every turn is your best bet at that. Even if you don't necessarily need to use it, it can still be beneficial to try and toss down an orb as often as possible. And let's see... Boo ended up with 3 happening spaces there. Okay, 1 dual space, no Route of Miracles, no Bowsers, no Donkey Kongs this time around. But alright. 12 stars to the Star Bank, thank you very much. These computer players are doing wonders for my star count. Anyway, that's going to be it for right now. The preliminaries are slowly winding down. We've only got a few more rounds to go. But that's going to have to wait till next time. And until next time, this is your good friend Sparky signing off for now, and I'll catch you later.